kubwa na mizigo ya dhambi, nami nitawapumzisha, nami nitawapumzisha, nami nitawapumzisha, asema Bwana.
In Africa, there are 2,900 children newly orphaned every day. That's just under 3,000 children that are most likely ultimately will end up within a traditional care facility, an orphanage. The social and economic strain of these facilities upon countries is huge, but one solution that is both immediate and has positive long-lasting effects is to support these projects that are already locally founded. So this is what we do as a charity for Women's Christian Orphanage. We work with the children, we work with the manager through observation and spending time communicating with them to find out their needs, whether that be structural changes to the building, healthcare, providing food, clothing, or anything that they may need, which is normally just lots of love.
My most touching experience when I went to Tanzania was probably about a week into being there, and we were going to take the kids to the snake park, which actually the snake park is a little bit rubbish. It's just a bit of sand and there's a few silly snakes there, but we turned up and they were in like their Sunday best dressed clothes, and they even had this grease because of the colour of their skin. It makes them look amazing, and they put it all on. The girls had white dresses on with flowers in their hair, they had white shoes on, the boys had 3-piece suits on in like 30-degree heat because they were so excited to go to the snake park. And we're offered so much here and we don't even realise it, and for them just to have a day out of those walls of the orphanage was just so much to them. Just that tiny little thing that even cost us maybe like £10 or £15 to take them there. It was as special as a wedding was to us. They dressed up for it, they were in their best dress looking amazing, and I think me and Tom both just stood there and cried because it was the most amazing moment. Just that tiny little thing, we stepped in, offered them something, and it meant the world to them. And I think that's just what keeps me going within the charity, is just even the smallest amount that we can give or do changes the world for those kids.
Street children, or street associated children as they are now better known as, are stuck in cycles of poverty. They are forced to leave school at young ages or forced to go and work on the street at a really young age. This puts them at risk both physically and emotionally.
I think my most memorable moment going to Tanzania was when I went with Hope, and she said we were going to take some children and take them out for some lunch. So I thought that's great. So we jumped in the car and rounded up a few children. I think we must have spoken to about 5 children, and then told them where we were going to eat for lunch, met at this cafe, and as we turned up at the cafe there was not 5 children, there was more like 20 children. So we all went in and they all had a plate of chicken and a drink each, and then when the bill came I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be a lot of money. And then once the bill came, I couldn't believe how little it actually was to feed so many bellies. It was just fantastic. It was, in comparison to the UK, it was like feeding one person in the space of feeding 20 in Tanzania. So it was amazing, and the smiles on their faces were just, it will stay with me forever. It's amazing. So but yeah, so in the future hopefully we can feed more bellies on a larger scale, and and make more people happy.
These children are the future generation, and these cycles cannot continue. The street is not a place for any child of any age.